All right, we're headed into strength cycle next week, and what we are focusing on is a controlled descent. So we'll be counting that descent with 4 seconds, and then we're going to pause at the bottom of that squat for 3 seconds and drive up, rest for a second at the top, come right back into it. So with that, you're not going to go very heavy. I did this workout on Thursday, and I was only able to work up to less than 50% of my 1 rep max, which that may not mean much to you, but again, that means you're going to stay relatively light. It should still be difficult to finish the 7 reps that we'll be doing throughout this week. So just keep that in mind. It's not very heavy. I started off with 95 pounds. All right, so that means no one should really be starting heavier than that. All right. Now we're allowing you to do different variations of the squat, as long as you're consistent throughout the 3 weeks of each squat. So the first one we're going to show you is the back squat. So back squat, again, making sure the bar is on the meaty part of the shoulders and that you're able to get it in that position. If this is uncomfortable in your shoulders, maybe the front squat is a better option for you. Also, if you get it in that position and we dump into the lower back here, then again, that may be a bad position for you. So we've got to keep all this midline zipped up. All right, so think of the pelvis as a plate. You don't want water to tip off the front of it. You don't want any to tip off of the back of it. But I'd rather see a little bit of tilt so that there's water falling off the back to keep the core nice and engaged. So as she goes into this, she's going to have a nice controlled descent. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 3 seconds, 2, 3, and drive out of the bottom. As you may not be able to see, but she's on a 2-inch 2x4, so that kind of helps her allow to get into that bottom. So again, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, and drive. Squeeze the glutes at the top. All right, so go ahead and rack it. And then so the other option is front squat. To get into this position, again, she's going to put the bar all the way up against her throat. It is a little disconcerting if you're not used to that feeling, but it is up against the throat. Elbows are up and high, pointing forward and together to create a nice foundation on top of the shoulders. From there, we're bringing the hips back and down again, nice controlled. 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, up. All right, good. So the key there is keeping the elbows nice and tall and keeping the abs nice and tight at the bottom. So we're not necessarily holding our breath during the whole rep, but we are braced and tight in the midsection through the whole movement. All right, so last option is kettlebell front squat. So in this position, you're going to kind of clean it up. Keep the wrists nice and neutral. And then elbows are a little bit flared away from the rib cage to give the kettlebells a little pocket to sit on. But same thing, zip up the core. Keep the hips nice and tight, that plate nice and level. Same thing, going down in 4, 3, 2, 1. And then 3, 2, 1, and driving up. All right, so go ahead and rest. Remember, it's nice controlled. It's for 7 reps. We're doing 5 rounds, and just stay safe. Figure it out this first week. But again, it should be challenging throughout the whole thing. We'll be watching out for everyone, but again, remember to stay tight. Everything is nice and rigid within those reps. So I'll see you next week. Let's have some fun. Let's get stronger. Stay safe.